This government meeting is brought to you by Eastworks and our local cable subscribers.
Okay, why don't we, I don't believe we have anybody from the public here who wishes to speak tonight, so why don't we move on? We have no public hearing scheduled, George, is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay, then I guess we can move right on to regular business. On the agenda, 4.1 is the Red Brook Estates.
Before we move, do we need to close the public meetings?
I forwarded to the commission the latest report we received on the Red Brook Estates conservation restriction. Two items came up. One is kind of some quote violation issues that I am working on and trying to resolve. The other thing that came up is the consultant showed us that there are new invasive species showing up. My question is, to the commission is, should I see if we can come up with some funding to retain possibly Rudy Environmental to start treating these? We need to go out to the public, the people who live there, and tell them we're doing it. Secondly, I have to check with the state to see if we can use some of the SCP funds that we're using to treat the invasive at Mahan Meadows, and see if we can use it now in Red Brook. But I didn't want to pursue anything unless the commission was comfortable with it.
I'd be comfortable with that, noting that in the report, Pete that did the report mentioned that it seemed to have been spreading since he was last out there in 2023. So I think getting on it before waiting till it spreads even more probably would be ideal.
I agree.
Would we be covering the other invasive species mentioned, George? There was a list of 5 or 6 of them in the report.
Again, I'd have to, first thing I want to do is secure the funding. Secondly, then I'd work with the consultant who prepared this report to get some very specific locations. And then I would go out to the property owners of those locations and tell them we'd like to treat them. Because the difference here is we being the town, we hold a CR, but it's still private property. So I want to dot that I and cross that T. But as I say, as long as the commission is in favor of me pursuing it, we won't do anything until I have more information. But I don't want to waste my time pursuing it unless it's okay.
Do we need a formal motion, George, to
No, I think the consensus of the commission reflected in the minutes would suffice.
All right. Well, I'm in favor of having you go forward also.
Okay. Then
I'm also in favor. Yep.
Thank you.
All right. Any further discussion on this? All right. Why don't we move along and discuss the budget FY27?
As I stated in my agent's report, there are 2 items the commission has, and I think this has to be a formal vote, that we keep the commission expenses level funded at 5,000, but we have to put in for yours truly salary, and the figure is in my agent's report, and this would include the current salary plus, I believe they're talking about a 95 cent an hour increase. So I request the commission take a formal vote to submit those figures to the town administrator, select board when the meetings start to be scheduled.
All right. I procedurally, I guess we should just, well, let's have a motion to proceed on this, and then we'll discuss it if there's any issues that we need to discuss.
I just did have a quick question of George. I'm assuming that Kathleen and you were kind of meeting about some of this, and knowing that just as the treasurer, I'm assuming that she was fine with those.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Everything that has a dollar sign, I run by Kathleen.
Cool.
Okay. All right. Is there a motion to submit the budget as proposed by George?
I can make a motion to submit the budget as proposed by George in his agent's report.
Okay. Is there a second?
I'll second that.
All right. Well, let's vote. All in favor, Hazel,
Aye.
Nicole,
Aye.
and I'm also aye. So we've approved the budget, George.
Thank you.
All right. George, in your report, the next item is the Nancy Whittemore property. In your report, you outlined concerns about the tree that destroyed the bridge and the possibility of further damage to the riverbank there with additional trees being at risk.
Yes. Again, this is one of the things I didn't want to just jump into it without the commission being on board, is that in my preliminary count, there's 6 to 8 trees that I think within the next 2 to 3 years are going to fail. They're at right angles to the bank, or they're growing out of the bank at crazy angles. And I'd like to see if we can get some type of professional estimate, probably from a civil engineer, as to which trees we can save, and if so, how, which trees we should remove, and if so, when. And I just don't want to go willy-nilly. For instance, I know Kathy Hall at the last meeting talked about stabilizing the bank for the tree that did fall. I'm not sure at this point if that wouldn't cause more damage, and it's not going to save the bank. I've run this by Kathy. She's on board with my proposal. But again, all I would need, if you want to go this direction, is just a consensus reflected the minutes that you want me to pursue it.
All right. I'm good with that, George.
As am I.
Oh, sorry. As am I.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. All right, 4.3 on the agenda is Certificate of Compliance, 74 College Highway.
Brad, members of the commission, all of the I's and T's have been dotted and crossed. I've done 2 site inspections. One condition of approval, that is the permanent demarcation of the conservation zone, in my opinion, should be in perpetuity, and reflected therefore on the COC. But other than that, we're ready to go.
All right, do we need a formal motion on this,
Yes.
George?
Yeah,
Okay.
formal motion vote.
Well, I'll make that motion to support the Certificate of Compliance with the stipulation as stated by George.
And I will second that motion.
All right, let's vote. Nicole,
Aye.
Hazel?
Aye.
I also.
Thank you very much.
Okay, George, you also in your report talked about the new wetlands regulations.
Yes, MACC has come out and requested conservation commissions in the state to go on record as, basically asking the state to get moving on them. The big deal in the new regulations are a lot of the stormwater drainage information is 15 to 20 years old. It's not, quote, keeping up with, unquote, what is happening with the additions of impervious surface, deforestation if it's occurring in places. And I could write that and run it by the commission, but I think we're running out of time. And I didn't want to do anything in the commission's name without, the commission knowing about it. My gut feeling is that these regulations are warranted and that we should be very much up to date in the regulations in terms of how we deal with intermittent streams and perennial streams and stormwater issues, and we're not.
So what would be the nature of your action, George? Would you just be encouraging the state to move forward with the regulations?
Yes. Yes, that would be it.
All right. Do you need a motion from us, or is consensus good?
Again, a consensus reflected the minutes.
All right. I'm good with you going forward.
I agree.
Updating.
Yeah, that's definitely a good idea.
Thank you very much. Will do.
Great. We don't have, Kathleen, we don't have a treasurer's report for this meeting?
No,
Okay. And that'll bring us to the acceptance of the minutes from November 3rd. Any discussion on those minutes?
George was able to look over them and
Yes,
didn't have
I
any.
did look over them also. I think I may have been probably one of the only ones that didn't respond, but they looked good to me also.
Yeah, I looked them over just before the meeting and they looked fine to me.
Yeah, and I sent out an email this afternoon or this morning. Yeah, that they look good to me too.
Okay.
Cool. Thank you.
Do we need a formal motion, George?
Yes.
To accept? All
I'll
right.
make a motion to accept the minutes.
Okay, I'll second. Nicole, let's vote.
Aye.
Hazel,
Aye.
I also. Okay, do we have item 7, any items that cannot wait until December 15th, our next meeting?
I was talking to Nicole about this before everybody else came on. We have received an application today for the largest solar farm that the community has ever seen.
I heard that. I heard musings about that.
I'm going to be sending it out to the commission in the next day or so. And I strongly recommend that the commission may want to do a site visit on that.
I definitely do.
It's I haven't counted them, but it looks like we're talking about 1,000 panels.
Okay. Is it just a solar field? I thought I
Yes.
heard something as it might also be a farmable plot with the solar fields.
To tell you the truth, Hazel, I haven't looked at it in that great a detail.
Okay.
Again, it was sitting outside my office door when I came in this morning, but the application itself that they submitted is 243 pages.
Wow.
Ooh. Okay. Well, I read those
I don't
often.
I don't think you need to read them all. But
Yeah.
I would like to get a little more detail as to what I would ask the commission to look at. Like there's a couple of diagrams that basically is the site plan, and that shows where the panels are going and how you're going to get there and where the drainage is going. It's that kind of stuff that's a big deal. Obviously, we can't have the public hearing till the next meeting, but I just wanted to give the commission members a heads up that it's coming.
Okay.
What's the location, George?
43 Pleasant Street.
Okay. All right, so we're scheduled for the 15th.
Right.
Do we need to do anything other than familiarize ourselves with that prior?
No. The other big thing, and this will be in my agent's report for the next meeting, there's a lot of the site that's under National Heritage jurisdiction.
Oh, huh.
So we won't be able to make decisions on it until the National Heritage says yes, no, or don't, whatever. And that may keep the hearing open. I think the applicant, which is being handled by Weston and Sampson, they're aware of all this. It also has to be approved by the Planning Board and the Zoning Board of Appeals. So it's a multi-layered approval process. We just got it first. And again, you don't have to read every single page that's in the application, and you don't have to look at, there must be 35 maps in the application, but I wanted to give the commission a heads up, it's coming.
Okay.
Well, thank you.
All right. Okay, well, thank you, George. Anything else you can tell us about it that might help us in our review?
Not at this point, because again, as I say, I haven't had an opportunity to really spread out the maps and take a good look at it. I did take a quick look at the site. It's basically treeless, so there won't be a lot of deforestation necessary. It's undulating, so there won't be a lot of drainage issues. There's a lot of floodplain, BVW, and riverfront on the site, but the total, and this I've got to dig into, the total disturbance, according to the application, is 7 square feet of riverfront.
That's not surprising based on how easy it is to install those.
Yeah.
But still.
It's gonna change the area dramatically.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of what yeah, it's not a surprise that there's not going to be a lot of going on, but it'll be
it will be interesting, Hasty. You're right on that. And I think as the abutter notices have gone out, we're going to start getting a lot of people coming in and saying, what the hell is going on?
Yep.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be a significant change to the area and the aesthetics of the area.
I think the aesthetics of the area, I think people are already pretty concerned about, from what I've heard, because I already had heard of this a little bit prior to this meeting.
Yeah, and again, we're going to, unfortunately, maybe confine ourselves to the wetlands jurisdictional stuff, but I think we're going to get a lot of people maybe coming to the public hearing, and they're going to ask non-wetlands questions.
Yes.
We'll deal with that when it happens.
Okay.
So it's going to be a fun meeting next time.
Yeah.
Won't be as quick as this one.
No, I guess not.
This is to prepare us.
Yeah. All right, George, we'll look forward to that information and we'll go from there.
All righty.
All right. So do we have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second it. All in favor? Nicole?
Aye.
Hazel?
Aye.
I also. Okay, we're done. Thank you.
This government meeting is brought to you by Eastworks and our local cable subscribers.